Tonight, the sound roaring across campus speakers may have frightened some. We'll give you an update on exactly what that sound meant.
Also an update on the family that is now on their way home after being held hostage by the Taliban for 5 years.
And we went swing dancing to help fight hunger across the Palouse. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Shannon Hecht.
And I'm Nick Bartlett. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
The outdoor warning sirens resonating through speakers across campus might have alarmed you today, but no worries, it was just a test of the WSU alert system. You can receive a text message, phone call, or email to notify you about the emergencies on campus. To get signed up, go to your MyWSU account. The next tests like this one will take place next semester. Amanda Tanner is the first person in 16 years to challenge Dean Kinzer for Pullman School District Board Seat 5. Earlier this week, the two candidates shared what their goals are. Tanner wants to improve the way teachers are respected by the school district, while Kinzer is more focused on budgeting and expanding school facilities.
With all the national concern about bias in the police, WSU will launch a training program with the help of the Cleveland Police Department. Our reporter, Alfredo Llanos, explains how the training program will help understand the decision-making process of police officers.
Police officers only have a quick second to make a shoot or don't shoot decision. Dr. Lois James, along with the help of the Cleveland Police Department, hope to understand the influences of these decisions through a counter-bias training simulation.
Hoping to start to get some answers to questions like, does implicit bias training work? If it does work, which modality is the most successful, either classroom-based or simulation-based? Are both modalities necessary for maximum benefit? And how long do training effects last after the officers are trained?
Scenarios like this, where police encounter an aggressive citizen, will test Cleveland police officers' biased decision-making abilities. The research project is both supported by Cleveland Police and the Ohio Peace Officer Training Commission. However, the 3-year project will not begin until January 1st of 2018, and police training will not begin until spring of 2019.
I can teach them laws, but I want to make sure they have a sound base to make their decisions with, and that they can make a good decision in a quick amount of time with limited information.
Despite the attempt to understand a police officer's motivations, Dr. David Macon believes changes have to be made to laws and hold people accountable.
You have to change the laws, right? We generally think that the key is just throw training at officers. Right? They are extremely well trained.
Alfredo Llanos, Murrow News 8.
With Thanksgiving approaching, those who aren't financially secure are in need of support to keep their families from going hungry. I swung by a WSU philanthropy event that hopes to help the hungry people of the Palouse. Country swing is something that is not unfamiliar to the Palouse. Something else that is common to our community is hunger. This is why the WSU College of Agricultural, Human and Natural Resource Sciences Senate is putting on this swing dance for hunger event.
So the Connors Ambassadors have a civic engagement committee, and they partner with the Senate, and we picked Palouse Cares as our charity. Generally, we do a food drive every year for them as well.
The Connors Senate paired up with Palouse Cares, a nonprofit charity that works to keep children of the Palouse fed and educated. In Whitman County, nearly 21% of the population lives below the poverty line, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. And with Thanksgiving approaching, food is on many people's minds, especially those who can't afford it. The funds raised by the event will go towards supporting the many food banks in the area during the busy holiday season. People of all swing dancing skill levels came out to the Moose Lodge in Moscow, Idaho to give to those who need it most and have fun while doing so.
I think it's a really awesome charity event that we're doing because it's something we all really love to do every week. And just knowing that us paying to come here and do this every week, that's going to a good cause, it's even better.
If you are unable to swing by the dance, you can donate to PalouseCares.org to help those in your community who want to have a turkey on the table this November.
The WSU Connors hope this night of dancing and charity events will keep stomachs full this Thanksgiving. Shannon Hecht, Murrow News 8.
After the break, President Trump is slammed after saying he can't help hurricane-ravaged Puerto Rico forever.
And Chile opened their doors to 66 Syrian refugees.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Dad's home.
Yeah. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Death tolls continue to rise as massive wildfires sweep through the state of California. 26 are now confirmed dead, and thousands are still evacuated. Over 8,000 firefighters, along with support personnel, are still battling over 20 wildfires in multiple counties. California Governor Jerry Brown has declared state of emergency, and the cause of the fires is still unknown. Officials do say that the containment of the fires is increasing and will continue to do so as weather gets better overnight.
California may be gradually improving, but the disaster recovery in Puerto Rico is still moving slowly. Many are still asking for further federal aid, and today President Trump hinted that Puerto Rico will have to shoulder more of the responsibilities. He said in a series of tweets that attacked the governor of Puerto Rico, "The U.S. can't keep FEMA and the military on the island territory forever," and the White House is backing up his message.
The tweet about FEMA and DOD, read military, is exactly accurate. They're not going to be there forever.
Trump's comments made Democratic lawmakers outraged, and they are calling for increased aid for the storm-ravaged island. Trump made no indication that federal aid would be pulled from Florida and Texas, who were also hit hard by hurricanes. FEMA stated there is no hard deadline for when resources would be removed from Puerto Rico. President Trump also signed an executive order this morning, which he says begins the process of repealing and replacing Obamacare. Surrounded by top Republican officials, Trump signed the order around 11:30 this morning, frustrated by a Republican-led Congress who hadn't passed a bill to change Obamacare. Trump said in a tweet Monday that he would be using the power of the pen instead. Trump says that the changes made will force insurance companies to compete to provide health care to Americans, and that it will cost the federal government virtually nothing.
The Supreme Court has partially reinstated President Donald Trump's travel ban. The ban limits visitors from 6 primarily Muslim countries, including Somalia and Libya. Visitors from these countries will only be allowed entry into the United States if they have a credible relationship with a U.S. citizen. The ban will last 90 days or until there are new policies put in place to screen visa applicants. An American family is on their way home from Pakistan after being freed from the Taliban. 5 years ago, while 31-year-old Caitlin Coleman and her husband, 34-year-old Joshua Boyle, were hiking in Afghanistan, they were captured by a terrorist group called the Haqqani Network. While held hostage, Coleman gave birth to their 3 kids. Yesterday, Trump thanked the Pakistani government yesterday for helping this family be free. Trump.
And I believe they're starting to respect the United States again. It's very important. I think right now, a lot of countries are starting to respect the United States of America once again. We hope to see this type of cooperation and teamwork.
Trump concluded his statement by mentioning the hope he has for the remaining hostages in Afghanistan.
The Chilean government announced on Tuesday that the country will be taking in families of refugees fleeing Syria. Chile joins other South American countries such as Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, and Colombia in taking in refugees from Syria. The government says that it's speeding up the process of processing visas of people hoping to flee the violence in Syria. Initially, Chile could harbor some 100 Syrian families.
Ready or not, snow, it's on the way. Maybe not quite yet in Pullman, but the mountain snow is starting to pile up.
When we come back, Freddie will tell us if it's a good pumpkin picking weekend here on the Palouse.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
No more pencils, no more books.
No more teachers, dirty looks.
School's out for summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
This is definitely the coldest I've been in a long time.
Freddie, is winter here to stay, or can we enjoy a little bit more sunshine?
Well, Shannon, like most of our viewers, today I had to bundle up. But expect today and tomorrow to be the coldest days within the next week. If you look at today's weather, you'd probably notice it was cloudy with a little bit of sunshine. A little bit of showers throughout the day, with today's high being at 48. But if you come and look at tomorrow's weather, like me, if you're like me who enjoys rain throughout the day, tomorrow's going to be a little cooler with showers. So if you look at the state map, you'd probably notice that it was a really rainy day in Washington today. Looking over at the west side, you notice that Spokane's high was 51, Wenatchee at 49, and Yakima at 52. But if you look at the east side, which is typical for them, the rain, Seattle's high at 52, Olympia at 54, and Vancouver at 56. But if you look at the 5-day forecast, you'd probably see that you'd be able to enjoy your weekend because temperatures are going to continue to rise up until Monday. And over here on the Tuesday and Wednesday, you notice that temperatures are going to continue to drop. So for that, it's going to be a little chilly starting next week. And that's all the weather I have for today. Nick?
Awesome, Freddie. Thank you. I definitely noticed I had to wear a jacket and a sweatshirt today.
Definitely chilly out today.
Yep. When we come back, if you're looking to steal a deal to somewhere warm, we'll tell you where you can find it.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
With the cold temperatures approaching quickly, you just might be wondering how to get to somewhere a little bit warmer, maybe 75 degrees? Well, the good news is that Southwest Airlines announced today that they will be starting service to Hawaii at the beginning of 2018. The low-fare airline will now be making flights to Hawaii a lot cheaper. Have you ever been to Hawaii, Nick?
I went to Hawaii once when I was a little bit younger. It was absolutely amazing. I could certainly use it today. I need some gloves. I'm freezing out here.
I know. I was frigid in our newsroom today. I really need a trip to the beach.
Yeah, I guess we should be used to it. We live in Pullman. We know the atmosphere. Honestly, it's part of what makes Pullman great. And so I just want to say good night. From Murrow News 8, I'm Nicholas Bartlett.
Join us every night at 7 and 10 p.m. for Pullman's only nightly newscast. Have a great night, Pullman.